Whew. It's time for me to cut this mess off. Cut it off. Mm. Hey, little baby, Shondo. Where is my phone? Don't blame me, y'all. Blame really be. I was on the phone with her. She is the reason. Where the hell is my phone? Somebody call my phone. Really be is the reason that we're late, y'all. It's really B's fault. What I do with my phone? Oh dear God. Where is my phone? Oh dear God. What did I do with my phone, y'all? But yeah, it's really B's fault why we late today. I was getting ready to press the button. Really be call me with her foolishness and fool la la. Where's my phone, y'all? Um, Child, the people would love for me to just put my number out on YouTube and and be calling me and doxing me. I done been doxed enough. Need no more doxing. Oh, there go my phone. Child, she was way under there. I'm glad I went and looked. All right, what's good, Raphael? What's good, Bobo? We all gonna talk some serious stuff today. Some serious stuff today. We gotta y'all know me. I am as radical and as left as they come, but I'm intelligent. I am rational, and I understand what can and cannot be done. And so I think that that is something that we're going to definitely discuss today. I had a meeting. Um, it technically it wasn't my meeting, but I was allowed on a conference call with some higher ups in the Democratic Party, and I was privy to a lot of information. Some of it naturally I cannot speak on and give out, but there is a lot of information that came out of that conference call that I can talk about, and I will. Um, and we'll talk about that today. But also, we gotta, speak truth to fact. We gotta speak to realism and being realistic and just having a grip on what the real world is. A lot of times in these moments of things that happened this week, people that never really that haven't a real outside look or approach to this thing called politics, who have a real ancillary knowledge about politics and all, who the most they know about civics is the seventh grade civics class, because they really didn't pay attention to their 12th grade US government class, because they was getting ready to graduate and didn't give a shit. So and so they'll come on, a lot of platforms and start spewing information that's just grotesquely wrong, that is so impossible, and that's dangerous. And I think that that is one thing that you gotta know. You can't just go about saying and doing things because it can be deemed quite dangerous, and the people with which you are speaking could end up in situations that they didn't first of all didn't want to find themselves in, and second of all shouldn't be in. So yeah, good morning, Shondo. It's Saturday and we're silly, and it's a silly Saturday. So what's going on, y'all? Good morning, all of that good jazz. Let's let's break down some stuff. Let's break down some stuff. What I do want to do is um I know I don't have too many in here right now because it's 7 something over on the West Coast. But if you live in LA, you know that there was some protests and things yesterday in LA. During one of those protests in LA, a black woman was attacked. She was walking down the street while the Trump supporters were protesting. And as she was walking down the street, she then began to be attacked and so forth. And she was really in fear for her life. And who knows, the worst could have clearly happened. And so what ended up happening is hold on. Hello? I did. Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah, you behind. You behind. Okay. Yeah, really B was trying to call my phone so that I could she was trying to call my phone so that I could find it, but I had already found it. Anyway, um I want you all to watch the video. Naturally, it's a YouTube video, so naturally I cannot I'm not going to play it on my channel, but I'm going to put the link in the description box. And then I'm going to be quiet for about see how long the video is. Um the video is 2 minutes and 30 seconds long. So I'm going to be quiet for 3 minutes. I'm going to eat a snack and drink some of my water. And then I'll let y'all go watch that video. And then we'll be back and we'll talk about it. Click the link, watch the video, and then come back. Put a 27 in the chat when you come back from watching the video. I'll be over here eating. Hey, Shakira. Mm. Hey, MVM. I'm giving everybody a chance to go click on that link and watch it. Put a 27 in the chat when you come back. All right. Oh, is that hot, Dad? Oh, thought that was hot, Dad. I got excited. All right, so we back. All right, so hey Simone Love, hey L Love, hey Shakira, MV and everybody. All right, so y'all know that's the one thing that we were able to do back in 2020. In 2020, we broke a lot of news over here. Y'all listen, people can say what they want to say, but y'all been here. Most of y'all been here all 2020. Y'all know we would break the news here, and then we would, pass the baton off to everybody else, and everybody else would start to report on it. But y'all know we be breaking news. We be first here on a good silly Saturday. We don't broke a lot of news on a silly Saturday, let me tell you. And so, anyway, hey Miss Trisha P. So let's talk about this. You got this woman who was assaulted. Hey Jazz, the woman was assaulted. Okay, no other way to put it. And the reason that I wanted to show that was a lot of people are disillusioned to think that the people that you saw doing what they did on Wednesday, those terrorists, a lot of people are disillusioned to think that these are all people from the backwoods or from rural areas or from states that aren't, that don't have a whole lot of big cities and stuff like that. No, 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 no. Or red leaning states. That is in California. The bluest of blue states. That is in Los Angeles. You understand what I'm saying? This is a major metropolitan area, second largest city in these yet to be United States. So my point being, these sentiments, these beliefs is widespread. It's not, I remember being a young person thinking, like my grandfather used to say a lot of times, in order for a lot of the racism and problems in this country to go away, some people just gonna have to die because that is an old way of thinking. And I felt that way for a long time. The older I got and the more I started to experience things, I said, oh, this isn't just attributed to just people of a certain age, the baby boomers and stuff. This is widespread. Their grandchildren, their children, grandchildren believe wholeheartedly in this stuff, probably even more so than they did. The grandchildren, listen, some of the people who our grandparents had to deal with, okay, their children are adults right now. Okay, some of the same races who um who were discriminatory during the civil rights era with our grandparents and or parents, their children and grandchildren are adults now. And these people, let's look at it, let's be clear, are worse than their forefathers. These people, in many ways, are worse than their forefathers. Hmm. Did Wednesday not just prove that to you? Now, white people, when they get mad, they do what happened on Wednesday. Here's how you make these people angry. We did the thing that makes them angry. We have begun to really think smarter about these things and really think about how to really thwart the attempts of a lot of racist white people. What do we do? We vote. What do? We make change. We put those people who are beholden to racist ideologies and mentalities out. Look at what we did for the presidency. We got Donald Trump out of there. Mind you, Donald Trump received more votes than any other candidate who won or lost in the history of these yet to be United States, except for Joe Biden. So in a regular election, Donald Trump would have, in any other election, Donald Trump would have won by a landslide. He had more votes, his 75 million votes, 74, 75 million votes that he received, that he garnered, is more votes than any other candidate in the history of elections other than Joe Biden. So that's sobering, but how you make these people angry is you take them out of positions of power. You take the people who they are aligned with, and you take the people with whom they put their trust to be racist and put laws in place, and you take them out of power. As hard and as vehement as um, Nancy Pelosi is going right now, Chuck Schumer is going right now at 45. One of the things that came out of that conference call was the Dems better start to go just as hard at those senators and those representatives that were also involved with all of this on Wednesday, because those are lawmakers. And the first thing they need to do is expulsion from the United States Senate for the likes of Joshua Hawley, and Ted Cruz, and Rick Scott, and Cynthia Hyde Smith. She's a nasty little son. Oh, I can't stand her. But all of these people, there need to be there's going to the far left is always here for the shits, okay? So the far left is already said, don't play around with it, don't try to stop at Trump. These people out here with their level brand of fuckery are not just the terrorists that stampeded into the Capitol building. They're also terrorists sitting on the floor of the United States Senate and sitting on the floor of the United States House of Representatives and have been elected and have lapel pins that protect them. They need no more protection. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Don't walk around here with your little lapel pins thinking that you're going to be protected from everything. We ain't got that type of time. Obviously, you have to see that that is the only way that, because let's be clear, the wheels of justice will move as slowly as it always does with regard to those people on Wednesday. We already know this. They're gonna, oh my God, it's gonna be weeks and months before we get prosecutions, before they identify everybody. Oh, it's gonna be so difficult to identify all of these people. We wouldn't have that problem if it was black people. You want to know why? Because we'd be identified with toe tags. A mess. The chief of police for the Capitol Police should be in jail right now. The chief police for Capitol Police should be in jail right now. He should be in jail. Should be in jail. Should absolutely be in jail. We'll see how it goes, but so that situation that y'all saw in Los Angeles, I wanted to bring that to your attention because these people are going to continue to do this. They're going to continue to protest. There were protests all over the country on Wednesday, and there continues to be protests all over the country throughout the week. In certain country, I think it was Kansas, they stormed into the Capitol in the state of Kansas, and they told them we'll be back next week. And so my advice is we ain't got nothing to prove. Y'all white people want to fight each other, then y'all go over there and fight each other. We don't have nothing to prove. Do not engage the hostiles. Do not engage because it's not worth. You see, the black lady was over there minding her own business, walking down the street, and if not for that white man who she said saved her, she might have been dead right now. Who is this in my background? Is that Ty? Ty, I'm not putting you up with a picture of a cockroach. I'm not doing that. I don't even like cockroaches. I'm not. If you change your avatar, then I will put you up. But I'm not putting up nobody with the image of a cockroach because I hate cockroaches. Not as much as I hate spiders, though. Oh, he left. Should I call him? God, I hate him. I just hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I really hate him. Hello. Um. Okay, but you're not coming on. Oh, you don't want to come on camera. Um. Ty said he don't feel good. He has violent diarrhea. He's shitting all over the place. Was that good? He's no, but he's not feeling well. That's why he didn't come on camera. But I'm not looking at no cockroaches either, God. But he can't change it right now. All right, y'all. I'm going back to my show. All right. Um. Now, if he come on here talking about some yet another live, he wasn't invited to. Mind you, you saw he clicked the link, so obviously he was invited. If he had the link, a mess, a mess. Anyway, no, MV and they stormed the governor's mansion in Washington D.C. They stormed the Capitol building in several states, and so what I was saying was these people are dangerous. And shout out. Oh yeah, it is Mother's birthday. Of course, we're gonna be over there later tonight on Mother's channel celebrating with Mother. It's also if you follow the Ghetto View, it's her birthday as well. So it's both Mother and the Ghetto View's birthday. So um anyway, they stormed several Capitol buildings around the country as well. And so if you remember when I was on here Wednesday, ranting and raving about what took place, right? One of the things that I said, go back and check the tape. One of the things that I said would have happened had that mob of thugs been Middle Eastern or black or anything of the such, they not only would have shut down the Capitol building, they would have shut down the Capitol buildings of every state across the country. And they should have. And they did not. But we all know why. What's so funny is I was watching a video yesterday of Raphael Warnock. Ciao. Hey, Yana. I was watching a video from 2017. It was a video of Raphael Warnock and three other clergymen. They were in the Capitol Rotunda, kneeling and praying, and Capitol Police ceremoniously and swiftly came and put them in the plastic handcuffs and carted them off to jail. And these are clergymen, okay? The same Raphael Warnock who won his election on Tuesday in 27. There's video out there of him and three other clergymen. They are kneeling on the floor of the Capitol Rotunda, and the Capitol Police was not here for it because they were all of color. They all looked to be clergymen of color, and they ceremoniously came and said, "Oh no, you will not." Snatched them up, put them in the little plastic makeshift hand ties and handcuffs, and carted them off to jail. Clergymen, but we talking about in God we trust. There's the difference. Thank you so much, Ty, for your super chat. I mean, yeah, your super chat. Mhm. There you go. But so let's be clear. Um, right. That's what I'm talking about a little bit. We don't even have to continue to go down the road and explain how there is a double standard. It was on display. But what we do have to do is educate ourselves. See, black people did what black people do on Wednesday. You know what black people across America was doing on Wednesday? Not being bothered. We was doing like this. Mm, ooh, that looks bad. Ooh, that's unfortunate. We sat over in our homes watching on TV like this, like this. Mm, that ain't none of my business. Let me say over there. That's what we did. We sat in our chairs, we sat on our sofas, we sat in front of our television and said, "Oh, that ain't none of my business. That is not my problem. I'm staying right on over here." Hey, so Jeff. All right, you keep listening, Jeff. You know you my boy. Thank you so much, L Love. Oh, I forgot. L Love likes kisses. But we sat minding our business, and we have to continue to do that. We have to continue to do, and I know so many, it gets so tiring to always hear that we as black people have to do the right thing. We as black people always have to, walk the straight and narrow path and so forth. But this right here, that was not our fight. We don't need to go. We listen, we do not need to be screaming from the rooftops how, oh, there's a double standard. They see that it's a double standard. They've known it's a double standard. It's on clear display that it's a double standard. The problem is these white people need to work out their own soul salvation, okay? Going over there and work out your own soul salvation with your people. These are y'all brothers, husbands, fathers, grandfathers, nephews, cousins, and so forth. Don't come over to us with your foolishness. We're gonna be over here doing what we do. Continuing. Let me know when you ready, sir. Okay. We're going to continue to do what we're doing, which is voting, which is making our voices heard, which is getting people to be elected into Congress, which is flipping states where we know we need our best interests, and so forth. We ain't got to do all that. Nope. Because we already know how this rolls. If we go over there and try that same thing, it's going to be the street in front of the Capitol will be lined red with the blood of black people. Hey, Jermaine,
That's why I
Jermaine,
said if
I'm gonna
it
tell you
was
something. I gotta
had
tell you
that
something.
had that been black people, it would have been a bloodbath.
I mean, you would have been. Listen, there would have been a river of blood streaming down the streets of Washington D.C. Let's be clear. So what we have to do is let them work out their own soul salvation and be over here about the business of making real change that's going to help us, holding people in positions of power accountable, like our senators and congressmen. Because if you live in my great state of Florida and you just witnessed what Rick Scott did on Wednesday, and you continue to not go out and vote and continue to not ensure that people like him know that you cannot hold us hostage, then we're going to have a problem. This is why we say get out and vote. And I said this on Wednesday. I hope that Georgia is the can serve as kind of a blueprint so that these some of these other southern states can see, yeah, we can vote these people out. Right. Racism is their disease. We don't have no vaccine for you or your disease called racism. Hey, Miss Honey, thank you so much for your super chat.
Right? Like Biden got to fight two pandemics.
Hmm.
So Biden has to fight two pandemics.
And I don't know um if it's I don't know if in our lifetime if it's possible. But here's something in terms of 45, little baby, to answer your question. Um I don't unless some things change over the next couple days. Mitch McConnell has already said, y'all can go ahead and file these articles of impeachment and pass it. I'm not even looking at it. I'm not even bringing it to the House floor until, I mean, the Senate floor until January 19th, which would ensure that they wouldn't even be able to vote to remove him from office until after he's already out of office.
Which I hate, but I'm still with it because if that prohibits him from running again, then I'm like, oh well. I would hate for Biden, beginning of his term to be marred with all of that. But I'm like, okay, oh well. We have to let this be known because he done set a precedent where motherfuckers is gonna be trying it again.
Oh, they're gonna be trying it for real. Oh, for real, for real. Um, and Mitch McConnell has power as the Senate Majority Leader until 12:01 on January 20th. Let's be clear. And he's going to hold on to that power with a death grip
To the
in
last
those
millisecond.
purple hands of his. Those purple hands of his. He's going to hold on to it like a vice grip. You're going to be trying to bring it to the White House. There, God, child. Let me tell you how disrespectful your president is. The night of this insurrection, this clown shut off all the lights to the White House. First time in history, there was no lights. You looked over at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, and there was black hole like an abyss. He shut off all the lights because he said, "Yeah, I'm not here. Y'all don't want to talk to me. Oh well, y'all want to play me. All right, we shutting it down. I'm shutting down the White House, sir. That house does not belong to you.
I'm sure he was peeking out the window.
Just a mess. Just a damn mess. Just a mess.
Uh, I just hope there's some legal situations headed his way that he will not be able to escape. I doubt, and I would love to see him go to jail. But
Now, one thing that some of the we can discuss the rift in the Republican Party. The Republican Party is at a critical point. They are at critical mass within the Republican Party, and they are at the point now where you got to choose what side you're going to fall on. Are you going to be a part of the Party, the new Republican Party that is totally aligned with Trump, that's willing to fall on the sword for him, and so forth, or are you going to form this new pseudo old Republican Party, which is not aligned with him? But I think that they made their bed and they're going to have to lie in it. There are some Republicans that are talking about after he gets out of office, because they're not going to do anything while he's in office. They're too afraid. But after he gets out of office, going through with resolutions and things like that, making it where perhaps he cannot run for office anymore um, in subsequent elections. But what are you going to do about these 74, 75 million votes? I don't know that the Republican parties have the has the balls to really detach themselves from Donald John Trump and his rhetoric. I don't know that they have the ball, and they've proven that more than half of the I was that was more than that was most of the Republicans in the House, including the minority leader and the minority whip who are both the Republican parties. They voted to not certify the election on Wednesday. So
I can't see the comments on here, so I gotta
um
read them.
oh, okay. It's just they're gonna have to do something about it because um he's not gonna stop. He's not gonna stop. He is not gonna stop. Who was just texting me? Um I don't. The other thing they gave over the elephants to the to what? A quintessential. Um Quintessential. I'm being nice today
Is it
because
because
it's
I'm
your
on?
frat
I
brother's
can't hear you
Founders
too well.
Day. I decided to pay homage to them and wear a blue hat with other colors in it, of course. And of course, I still have to have some red on. Come on, what are we talking about? But happy Founders Day. I guess they had a Founders Day. I guess you want to call it that fraternity. I guess they had a Founders Day, child. Anyway, Ty,
Sir,
when you watched on Wednesday, what were you thinking?
I can't believe this shit. Like, oh my god.
How did you not believe it?
The fact that there was no security, no, like it really could, like, they was after Pence and Pelosi and all. Can you imagine? I'm like, what would have happened had they killed about 5 or 10 senators or congressmen or some shit like that. Like this, that.
Which is why you don't take your foot off the gas with these people, because Donald Trump sit there and farted out some half-ass statement the other day. What was that? Yesterday or day before yesterday, saying that these people don't represent us. No, they represent you. They absolutely
I'm
represent
like,
you.
wait. If I was those people who stormed the Capitol, I would be pissed. I'd be like, you punk motherfucker. Like you sent us down there. Now you talking about whoever
I
did
know,
what.
but see, he's the big liar. He said that, oh, and I'm going to be with you. I'm going to be right there with you. Bitch, you
I'm
weren't
gonna
with
walk
nobody.
down there with you. Fat ass couldn't walk 3 fucking blocks.
He wasn't with them. His son wasn't with them. Rudy Giuliani and
Uh,
his hair dye wasn't with them.
like you always hear about the law or the statute or whatever it is regarding inciting riots and stuff like that, and I've never really seen anything like this. Like you'll see a crowd, and if a fight start, they might pick somebody out and like, oh, you incited it, da da da. But like this is a textbook example of fucking excitement,
Security
inciting.
let them in because security is a part. Some of those Capitol policemen are a part of these same nefarious and subversive organizations. They're a part of these organizations with them. So that's why they looked at it. Oh, what's good, bruh? And opened the gates and said, "Come on in." Y'all saw them escorting them politely down the steps.
But
Let me help you out.
even if I wasn't at that time, I would have been. Like if it's just 10 of us against 50,000, yes, I'm a Trump supporter. I'd have been like, "Go Trump, come on in, fellas." I
Okay,
don't blame them. I don't blame them.
come on in,
Even
fellas.
even the
We're
even the
waiting for you.
even the sergeants at arms who did step down and stuff like that, I think they were just the fall guys, but I think it goes higher up than that. Like, how could you not know?
Oh well, I think this the both the House Sergeant at Arms and the Senate Sergeant at Arms, they are fall guys. Their heads had to roll too. And I say that because the Sergeant at Arms of both houses, they coordinate with
Get
the
down, get
Chief of
down.
Police for Capitol Police on certain things that have to be done in terms of protecting them. Now, let's be clear. Outside of Donald Trump and other members of his cabinet and some members and the members of the Supreme Court, what you had in the Capitol building on Wednesday was the same people you would have in the Capitol building for a State of the Union address, where everything in a 10-mile radius would be on fucking lockdown, and you would not even be allowed to get into a certain mile radius of there for national security reasons and everything. You had the exact same people
God,
in the
that's nice.
Capitol at that time. It's not just on the Capitol Police. This goes to Secret Service. Where was the Secret Service? Because you had the Vice President of the United States there, the Vice President elect of the United States there.
But don't because Biden said something during one of his last press conferences where he was saying they are two separate entities. So I believe they was there and they helped and saved who they were detailed to save. But was it their responsibility for the Capitol overall?
But that's what I'm saying. But that goes back to the sergeant at arms and different and all of the people who are in place who have to have these meetings. Even the Department of DOD said that we asked them, "Do y'all need us to have any National Guard?" And they turned it down. They told them no. It- they They had to roll. They weren't no victim. They had to roll. Y'all got it wrong. The chief of police, and I would fire everybody in leadership down there to Capitol Police. Fire them all.
And
Everybody got to go.
and didn't you say, or I think I heard somewhere else where they said They said they are planning, like it's like different states where shit was happening that day.
Oh, it's already begun. It's the same day. You had many state capitals that were taken over by the same insurrectionists, by the same terrorists.
I would
They
love
took
to
over
say,
the governor's mansion in the state of Washington. The governor's mansion where people live. What's up, Jason? So it's all it's all together. These people got y'all have listen. You get no kudos, Twitter, for suspending Donald Trump indefinitely. You get no kudos Facebook and Instagram because you all allowed this. You all were the catalyst and the conduits by which this man was able to spew this type of hatred and racist ideology for 4 years. And now all of a sudden, conveniently, when he's coming out of office, now you want to grow up hair. Now because this situation was so horrible and I can't believe that they did this to our Capitol building. We can't stand for this. But you stood for him and his racist ideologies for the last 4 years, right? You stood for him when he was calling Hispanic people rapists and drug dealers all over his Twitter. You stood for him when he was promoting members and retweeting neo-Nazi white supremacist videos all over his Twitter feed as the president of the United States of America, retweeting this kind of stuff. You stood for him when he refused to speak out against the people in Charlottesville, when he praised them. You stood for this. It was okay. But now all of a sudden, you've seen the light and you want to suspend him indefinitely. And now they trying to act like they heavy handed. He tried to tweet on the POTUS account. They, suspended that account. He tried to tweet from FLOTUS. He took Melania's phone, said, "Girl, let me get this phone," and sent
he
out a
did.
text. Yes, he tried to text. He tried to tweet from the First Lady of the United States. He tried to tweet from the FLOTUS account. They shut that account. He took his one of the assistants that works for him and tried to tweet from his account, and they snatched that guy's account.
Yeah, they was like, it ain't just that one account, it's him. So wherever his fingers touch them fucking buttons, it's a dub.
So Mark Zuckerberg and the heads of Twitter and stuff, you get no brownie points. You will not look that favorably because now all of a sudden you want to come on here and suspend. How about there's a whole lot of people whose accounts need to be suspended. Josh Howley is still out here spewing his hate and venom all over Al Gore's good internet. You ain't suspended him. Ted Cruz still gets to roll around and spew all of his hate and venom all over Al Gore's good internet. You ain't snatching him down. The heads of the Proud Boys, the heads of the Ku Klux Klan, and all of these other organizations and neo-Nazi terrorist organizations like Breitbart and all kinds of horrible places are still able to spew their venom all over Al Gore's good internet. But no, see, this is what I'm talking about.
Like as much as I would assume anyone would want to, you know, run for office or become, whatever, whatever. I'm sure with Trump backing you and all the shit that has happened in the last year or two, or especially the year or since the last election, since November, going into this special runoff. Like I can't imagine how draining it is to have that monkey on your fucking back. So soon as the election was over, which I'm surprised they didn't, you know, come out with a whole bunch of claims of fraud, fraudulent activity. As soon as it was over, what's that Loeffler, whatever her name is,
Kelly Loeffler.
that bitch is pretty much like, I'm done. Like I'm good. I'm not gonna object to this. She just like ready to be out.
Mitch McConnell, you are, and Lindsey Graham. I don't care if y'all do claim that y'all are not siding with him now. You two are some of the most vile individuals on the face of the planet. Don't come over here looking for any type of kudos, Mitch McConnell and Lindsey Graham. You two are some of the worst and most vile people on the face of the planet. I don't want to hear anything from some of these um Senate Republicans. Some of the people like Tim Cotton and John Cornyn, and some of these are some of the worst of the worst.
I hope you don't
Susan
mind.
Murkowski came out.
I hope you don't
Now,
mind laying
one thing
down
I
on the
will
ground.
say, I'm gonna give Susan Murkowski. I'm gonna read you. Give me just a moment, Susan Murkowski. But one thing I have to admit about her, since Trump came in, she has been someone who says on the media when they ask her that she's not aligned with Trump, and she has spoken quite outwardly sometimes about him in not so good manner. He's been very upset with her. But she's the one who told him when he tried to tell her how she had to vote, and she told him, "Sir, when my next election comes up, you may not even be in office. So what are we talking about?" I was like, "Oh." But Susan Murkowski, let's be clear. You are one of the same people who voted a lot of the bullshit that he wanted into law. You were one of the ones when it came time to when you had all of this overwhelming evidence to and he was actually impeached by the House of Representatives, and there was all of this overwhelming evidence to remove him from office. You and your other Republican people decided that y'all weren't going to do that because, oh no, we would never have a Republican president removed from office because that's just too far. But this same Republican president is the one who had the Capitol building
The what?
damn near
He had.
torn down.
He
You
had the what?
almost had the vice president and members of the Senate and Congress killed, but y'all wanted to keep him in office.
Yeah, like, and then like all of this stuff was evident. I mean, plain to see by so many. It's crazy that until he attack you or it's not totally aligned with you, you still
Right now, you got a
then you
problem.
see, yeah, now you see the light.
But when he was attacking whole segments of the population, you ain't see no problem. Right. Mitt Romney, Ben Sass, and all of them. Don't come over here now telling me, oh, he's a horrible person. He needs to be removed. Bitch, you had the chance to remove him, and you thought it was appropriate for him to stay in office. And none of his rhetoric has changed. The shit that he said on Wednesday is no different from the stuff he said on the campaign trail. You had this man on the campaign trail openly advocating for people to commit violence on other people and saying that, oh, I'll pay for your lawyer bills and stuff like that. And you had the chance to remove this man from office, and you chose not to. So, all of you Senate Republicans, I don't want to hear anything from you people because you people are just as vile and just as heinous as you have always been. But now, since you know he's going to be removed from office, now that doesn't appear to be in your best interest because now you don't want to be aligned with somebody who advocated for the overthrow of the Capitol building of these yet to be United States of America. But it was okay when you aligned yourself with somebody who was a racist, somebody who promoted all types of racist ideology against black people, brown people, and people of color across the fruited plains. You had no problem with him there. A mess. Just a damn mess. You people are rich. It's real rich coming from you. Um, Mitt Romney and Ben Sass and Lindsey Graham. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Oh, enough is enough now. Lindsey Graham, Lady G.
That's why he got what he got in that airport, which I also don't really condone. But no, it's at some point you need to hear. Well, he's hearing from the wrong people, but at least he's hearing from somebody. Like shit.
First of all, Jason, I let me tell you something. I blame Barbara Walters. I blame Whoopi Goldberg and all of those other women on that show. Because when Meghan McCain continues to be allowed to be on that show, being as disrespectful as she is, being as awful as she is an awful person. And it's one thing for you to have different ideologies and different viewpoints, and there's a way to peacefully express your views, even if it's counter to what the majority of the women on there are, and that's fine. But the manner and method by which she does it and displays it is out of line, out of control. And all of those women on that show are responsible for her. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I guarantee you, if they all collectively said, we're not filming with her anymore, we cannot do this, we cannot allow her to continue to do this. And I'm going to tell you what this is. This is the sympathy and this is the guilt trip because her dad died. Your dad was your dad, and you are you, and you a far cry from your dad. He wasn't all the greatest person in the world either, but you are a far cry from your dad. And they are only keeping her on the show because they feel this is some guilt trip, I guess. That's what I attribute it to, some guilt trip that they have because her dad died and all of this, that, and the third. That whore should have been off the view years ago because the manner in which she spreads her hate is awful and atrocious. It's atrocious. It's atrocious. It's horrible.
I haven't
But I
watched. I
blame
don't even
listen,
know that.
I blame Whoopi Goldberg. I blame what's the lady name? Hoskin. I can't think of her name. The other black lady. I don't know all the members of it. I can't think of all their names. Hey, Mr. Judy. But these people are horrible. And so for all of you people who have a problem with Megan McCain, don't blame Megan. Sonny Hoskins, thank you. It's all of those other women on that show that allow her to be there. And yeah, they're going to argue with her and so forth because it makes for great television. So they need a villain to argue with back and forth. But it gets out of order. And she's been out of order for a long time.
I haven't even watched in probably 2 years, and I used to love The View.
Like it gets to the point where it's unwatchable. But right, Jermaine, you gotta blame Whoopi and all of those other because I know Whoopi is very involved behind the scenes. But what I'm saying is, even though they be s- by them continuing to film with her and by them continuing to let her be disrespectful at times and by them continuing to let her spew some of the things that she spews on television. And I'm not saying that everybody on that show has to agree because you do not have to all agree. There's a way to disagree, and there's a way to be argumentative. Because when you look at the term argument, it doesn't mean being combative. It just means you're having two different viewpoints, and you can back up your two different viewpoints. But there's a way to do that without spewing venom, hate, and hatred. And that's the problem that people have with Meghan McCain. And so my point is, while people are saying whoopee and people have very little power, if all of those other women collectively say, listen, we going to the powers that be, y'all can't continue to let her be on that. It's going to be her or us. And they make the choice to say, trust me, it would shut the show down. Let them come on there and say, "Oh, we've changed out everybody else on the cast except for Megan McCain," and you tell me what happens to that show. Come on now. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't know who still watches it MBN. I have no idea. I have to run to the store. Stay safe. I will catch. All right, Jason. I'll see you in the comment section. Really B is out running errands right now. She probably listening from her car. She'll call me and cuss me later. She's
You been
running errands.
stimulated, really, B?
I ain't got stimulated yet.
Move. Well, you got
Hey,
to move.
Jason. All right, the other Jason. All right, Jason Code. I ain't see you come in.
Move.
Anyway, but it's not even about taking her seriously. It's about having her with that large of a platform. That's the problem. Child, I ain't got the first. I didn't get the first stimulus.
I'm
That's
wondering
a whole
after that 600 they just sent out, are they going to send out another 2,000 or is it going to be 1,400 or 'cause every little bit helps. I got my finger on my Amazon cart right now.
shit. I ain't got no money.
Ready to empty this Amazon cart.
Shoot. Anyway, but from what I understand, there is going. Here's how this is going to roll. The House is going to move forward with impeachment hearings. Mitch McConnell ain't gonna hear none of it until after election. Now, there is rumblings that in the Republican Party, what they'll do is after, because the Republican Party, like I said earlier, they're going to do everything they can not to have it be on their watch that a Republican president is actually removed from office. So they're going to see to it that that does not happen on their watch. Mitch McConnell, as horrible as Donald Trump is, Mitch McConnell is not going to be responsible for a Republican president getting removed from office while he's majority leader. So yeah, but from what I'm understanding, after he's out of office, there are rumblings. I don't know if they'll go through it that members of the Republican Party want to continue to have steps put in place so that he cannot run for office again. I'll believe it when I see it.
It's,
She's like the chick with the 14 years old and the phone and child. I ain't gonna listen. I don't even. Nope. I don't even have to do to talk about Soho Karen. Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
come on, 800. That's a specific number. I ain't hear nobody say nothing about 800. Why you need 800?
You can see Trump running for governor of Florida. I don't know that I can see that. I don't know.
They want him out of Mar-Lago unless he turn that into a home.
I don't see him running for governor of Florida. I think that I don't see him coming down from being president and then running. No, I just don't see that.
He's power hungry.
Right, and I just don't see him coming from being president to just being the governor. No, nope. Anyway, so Ty,
Sir,
is there anything else that I was supposed to talk about this week?
I just woke up to throw up and saw you text me.
You woke up to throw up. Okay.
I had to bring a bucket out here. Shit, it's critical. And the crazy part is, uh, the crazy part is, two of my other sisters and my little nephew, everybody that was here the other night for my sister's birthday, they all getting tested and going to the hospital and all that. The only time I will get tested is ignorant as I sound.
Oh, I got your email, Mr. Zudi, but because it's a YouTube video, I can't. I try not to play YouTube videos on my channel only because I don't want any copyright strikes or any YouTube will strike if you play. Now, sometimes you can get away with playing the audio for because of um what's the term that you use? You can get away with playing the audio, but if you play another video, then you can get a strike. I did see a video on Instagram with some black people going off on Trump supporters on Wednesday who tried to park in their neighborhood. I saw that on Instagram. And they told them, they said, listen, you can leave your car here if you want to. But when you get back, it might not be here. Let me see what this says. Yeah, technically we discussed it. Where were you, Mrs. Judy, when we were discussing this?
What?
The video is basically saying, that they're tearing down Washington D.C. and then the white man was saying that if it was Black Lives Matter, it wouldn't have been
Oh, when the black lady was in the car?
mhm, yeah. Yeah, we talked. Where were you at, Mrs. Judy? Because we did discuss that.
Mr.
We did.
Judy.
You were somewhere in the bushes.
Doing what is the question?
Listen, as a frequenter of the bushes,
Mm-hmm.
trying to tell you, you stay in the bushes, you get bit by ants.
Anthony.
So let me first.
Oh,
Oh, here's something that's going
oh, do
unnoticed
the
as
pussy.
well. Biden, it looks like, will be the first president ever to not have a single. He may not have a single cabinet member confirmed before inauguration. Normally, they start confirmation hearings before January 20th so that when January 20th comes, they can certain positions like Secretary of Defense, Secretary of State, Secretary of Treasury, especially the big four,
They need
so
to
they
hit
can
the
go
ground
in there
running.
and get started right away. The Republicans looking at them like, y'all gonna take the majority from our cold, dead, purple hands. So Biden looks to be the first president not to have. We'll see how this goes between now and the 20th, but he may not have a single um cabinet member confirmed by the time he's
What
uh,
steps? What are the steps to remove a congressman or senator? I know it's impeachment, but
there are articles that allows for a senator to become for expulsion of a senator. And that's a process as well.
what would you have to do? Like, if inciting a riot is not, they talking about impeaching Trump. He wasn't the only one. There was a few others up there.
That's what I'm
Cruz.
And that's what I was saying earlier when I was on those calls. That members of the far left have said, listen, first rule of engagement, we do not negotiate with terrorists. And these people are terrorists. We're not negotiating with you people. Get the hell out. That includes you, Josh Holly. That includes you, Raphael Cruz.
Rafael Cruz.
Your mama named you Raphael. I'm calling you Raphael. Damn this Ted mess.
Oh, excuse me. Where did
Ew.
you get Ted from? Excuse me. That's this ginger, huh?
Mm.
Excuse me.
A mess.
It is like it's draining and as crazy as it is, it's also like a burning car on the side of the road.
You looking like, ooh.
Yeah. Like, oh my God,
Oh.
what happened over
You're
there?
like, oh, that looks bad.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
nobody.
what black people was doing on Wednesday. We was looking at this shit like, oh, these people are crazy, crazy. Hey, Joshua.
What up, Jay? Yeah, like as crazy as it still is kind of sort of low key entertaining, if that's the right word. You're the walking thesaurus. What, what word am I looking for?
When you see white people over there fighting each other, you be looking like, oh, girl, let me see you. Ooh. Oh, this what y'all doing? Okay, go ahead, girl. Go ahead and watch y'all fight over here. Mm-mm. That's what we was doing on Wednesday. And we're looking at them like, oh, oh. No, did you hear about the fact that they say some guy shitted and smeared the fecal matter all over the walls? I wonder what that smelled like the next day. Just a mess.
That is a lie.
Um, I'm trying to think, put that name. Let me look up the name. Um,
Shondo, you want to see what I got from Amazon finally? Hey,
yeah.
kid.
Um, oh, him. I don't know. I mean, I saw somebody else. I think that was on. Did you put that on your Instagram? That's where I saw them at. I wouldn't want banana nothing. I don't like anything banana flavored.
I
Nothing.
love those things, and I have been looking for them for a while. Yeah, let me part it.
Um,
What's this
is he
one?
gay? I don't know. I don't know him like that. I've seen him before, but I don't follow him enough. I haven't heard enough of his music. I haven't interacted with him enough to know
Oh,
that guy Kalante. Yeah, he's a gospel singer,
mm,
but
a name like
I
that.
can't make any estimation. I wouldn't put it past him. I mean, anybody can be.
Gay is the new black. Don't hate, participate. Doing a lot over here.
So my suggestion, let me say again, do not engage the hostiles. You see them out there doing what they do, baby, drive the other way, find a new route. It ain't even worth it. We ain't got nothing to prove to these people.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't see other groups that have protested in the past out there trying to clash with them and all of that type shit. They want to go crazy, let them go crazy. Let them
Let them
talk
go
about
crazy. We ain't got
yeah,
nothing to prove.
Let the popo handle
While
that.
y'all, because listen, since y'all don't believe that elections are fair and y'all don't believe that they're real, fine. Don't vote. We'll be over here voting. While y'all over here looting and burning down stuff, we'll be over here voting. Listen, when they were more concerned about protecting Target and CVS than they were about protecting the U.S. Capitol building. That
Or
shows you
fucking statues.
right. You know what, Joshua? I don't even want to go down that road because I hate when people it goes down a path that for a lot of years they said that that had to be your story in order for you to be gay, that you had to have had some trauma as a child or had to have been molested. And that's the only way somebody could be. I don't even like to entertain those conversations because it goes down a road that I don't even buy into. I don't agree with.
I wasn't molested, but I was humping boys at an early age.
Because you've been a whore.
But when I don't know how and if you even want to go down that road, so I'm gonna just hush. I was gonna say when it did happen the first time, the first Big Bang, I was under 18 and I didn't ask for it, but I was kind of okay with it. So I
That's
was.
so funny because we were talking about that last night on Really B's channel, how they were talking about Wanya and Brandy. And Really B was like, let's be clear, all of us in high school dated somebody who was over 18. You probably had sex with them. I had to think about it. I was like, yeah, my first boyfriend met me, I was 15 and he was 18.
Shit. When I was 15 and he was 18 with $1 million, he'd have been got it. No hesitation.
And we dated all through high school. When we finally broke up, I was 18 and he was 21. Hmm. Mm, sure was. I was a little whore. I wasn't a whore back then. I really wasn't. I
No.
was good and wholesome back then. Now, not so much. But back then, that young, impressionable little guy. Let me show you the young little guy from back then. This guy. Hold on.
They say when
The
you
young,
can't say nothing, just wave your hand.
shut up. Shut up. See if I can find y'all the pictures of the young little guy from way back. I miss him. He was a nice young man.
I don't know. I'm reading my. I'm using my phone for the comments, so I didn't go and hold on.
This guy. I'm gonna block the year, but that guy who was in ninth grade, I miss him. Oh, oh, he was so young and innocent.
Oh, look at those ears.
I know. No, but watch this. That was ninth grade, right? Let me show you 10th grade as I started to get older. This guy, 10th grade me, and you see, now watch this. That little mustache was not real. I used to take my aunt's mascara thing and
What?
try to add a little darkness. It was nothing but like skit child.
Wait, let me see that again.
Hold on. This is 10th grade.
Uh
That's
uh.
the 10th grade one.
So that was dirt.
Yes, that was mascara. And I knew we were taking pictures that day. I said, let me go ahead.
And your class didn't let you have it.
Hmm.
Your class didn't let you have it,
And the way I, but see, you got to know how to do it so it don't look as fake.
but they
You
had
gotta,
to have
hey,
known that the day before you didn't have all that.
listen, you asking a lot of questions, okay? And then this is senior
Ugh,
year me. As you can see, I still was coloring it on. I still ain't had no facial hair. Just a mess. Just a damn mess.
mm-mm-mm.
That version, that young man was so young and innocent. I remember him. He was so young and innocent.
He looked like he had a cock in his
Oh.
at that point.
Hmm.
He looked like he had a cock in his mouth at that point.
You talk about this picture from senior year?
Either one.
The ninth grade picture didn't have anything. The 10th grade picture, did he have anything in his mouth? Definitely senior year what did. Senior year, yes. But at the
Right.
time that I thought people
You would
took
never
that
think that
picture,
he was 50. He
what
wear it
happened?
well. I said we would never think that you were 50. You wear it
Because I'm
well.
not 50 whore.
You do wear it well, huh?
I am not 50. Bitch,
Con-
you're older than me.
Congratulations. Did you watch Drag Race?
I ain't watching last night yet. I am still confusion over got milk because I just yeah.
Got Mick.
Mick, whatever. Got Mick, whatever. I'm still confusion.
Why?
Because you started off a woman, became a man, only to then to get dressed up as a woman.
Why not?
Listen, to each his own. I'm not making her feel. I'm not trying to cast any negative light on her. I just said I am confused, but I'm confused about a lot of things. So
I like her. Or
I
him.
haven't watched last night's episode, so I don't know.
And
What?
I'm still, and I ain't even going into much of it, but I'm just still say, I'm not feeling that New York child.
Which one?
Big girl. New York.
Um, the one who had on the yellow fireman outfit.
No, I love her, and she remind me of the one they tried
Oh,
to.
you talk about the Hispanic one with the deep voice. I don't like
Aja,
her at all. I do not like her at all.
me neither.
I don't like her at all. I don't like. I don't. I don't. I don't. I'm not a fan of hers at
From
all.
her interview, she
She's too
rubbed me the wrong
obnoxious for
way.
me. She gets on my nerves. Her voice angers me. I just
And it's not a hood thing because Simone, the skinny black one, has a hood air to her. But I love her.
wait. Joshua, little baby got a sex tape. Little baby, you ain't tell us you had a sex tape.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, no, Joshua.
Mm-mm.
We seen Yellow Beezy's pee. Yes, we saw it.
All the hoes be in your comments.
Fart Vanjie is just he said, ah, not Fart Vanjie. I'm not doing this. Child. Where is It's Me D?
oh, little baby, the rapper.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, Lil
my
Baby
bad,
the
little baby.
rapper. Lil Baby, not the baby.
I know. I was like, all the hoes be in your comments.
Apparently.
I thought little baby had a video out. I said, let me see that. I got the bucket right
Don't
next to
do
me.
my girl, Lil Baby.
I know. I love little
I
baby.
don't know if I saw the Lil Baby. Maybe I did, and I just didn't pay attention to it.
Also, a rapper has one out.
Yeah.
Who is that rapper who was walking through somebody's house like fully dressed
That
like?
was Yellow Beezy.
Ugh,
I saw that one too.
I don't like a nice little situation.
But I don't know. I'm gonna go check my blogs that I go to get all things celebrity peen. Um, but I haven't seen
Who got devil pain?
I guess he talk about little baby.
I
I
need to.
don't know.
I need to do because the baby is the short one, dark skin with all the gold teeth, right?
Hmm. I challenge you. Watch this. Go to Google and type in little or lil and see how many names come up. It's gonna be 835 names that it chooses because there's so many lil somethings. Can anybody be big something? What happened to being big?
Wait, where was that? I originated the big. You see it? You see it? You see
See
it?
what? See what?
You don't see this? I'm showing you.
Oh, your neck tattoo?
Ah,
Sure. Chia.
let the church say amen. Oh, amen.
Chia.
Oh boy.
Um, I listen, Ty, you know if and when I find this stuff, I'll send it to you. You know what I mean? I always share, don't I? Don't I? I always share. Their rap names signify their IQ level. I
So,
wonder now that's what I have not seen. And maybe somebody can, maybe y'all, my fact checkers, can look into it. Maybe they're not going to have a whole lot of festivities, but I haven't heard who's
fact
performing.
checkers.
I haven't heard anything in terms of who's on slated to perform at the inauguration. I would think that that stuff would have, be out by now. Um, Seeing as how we're less than 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
What station shows Drag Race? I think it's VH1. It's not VH1.
I need to come up from a tunnel. I need to be surrounded by a bulletproof case. And then I'll sing you. I'll croak you a ditty. But
Listen,
this seemed like because
just
I wanted
know.
to go to the inauguration, but
Listen, the Divine Nine is probably gonna have a look at Todd popping up out the bushes. Hey Todd.
wait, can you say that again?
Todd said VH1. Um he popped up out the bushes. That's Todd, executive producer, cute Todd with all the hair. Cute dark skin Todd with all the hair from Real Hot Boys Houston. Hey
I don't
Todd.
know him.
Well, you don't see him on camera because he's always, behind the camera or back. So he's
Well,
executive
I
producer.
don't watch that show either.
Anyway, um, what was I about to say? Wait, what were you saying?
I was saying I wanted to go to the inauguration.
Oh, and that's when I was saying, that the Divine Nine is going and HBCUs are gonna have their own inauguration ball, and they're gonna play Set It Off 836 times so that Kamala Harris can stroll.
Oh my god. Oh gosh. I was thinking and wondering what type of civil groups we have out here that can assemble and show a sign of force against them. But I wouldn't even want to put my people out there like that. I say my people, but I wouldn't want to put anybody out there to face imminent stupidity.
I don't think that they should. I think, but well, you see that they had already started to set up for the inauguration. That all of those rafters and bleachers that the rioters were standing on was them set up for the inauguration. So they apparently had planned for there to be people there. I don't know how that was going to work with social distancing and so forth, how they were gonna coordinate that because from the likes of it, that looks even how they Had it set up. That looked like a whole open con. Okay, it's child. It's gonna be clap clap, piggies in the air, clap clap, piggies in the air, pat pat. You know how they do. You know, and listen, if the AKA start strolling, the Deltas, the Reds will not be outdone. They be so disrespectful about it. Let the AKAs go in there and start rolling. They don't give a shit if Kamala Harris is the VP. They gonna cart out Marcia Fudge, former national president of Delta Sigma Theta, who will be the Secretary of HUD. They gonna cart her out there. She gonna lead the line, and the Reds gonna start strolling in the same inaugural ball. You know they okay. They just as disrespectful. Do not be cared.
But would
The
you
Reds be
want
like, oh,
them?
you
Would
stroll
you
by
want
yourself.
them out there? Do you think it's going to be safe for them to be out there?
I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't think any of it should. I don't think they should be out there at all. I think that they should have the inauguration in a closed, secure office somewhere.
A
They
nice
can
arena, arena.
stream it out, or it could be on network television all across the globe so everybody can see it in real time. But I definitely don't think that they need to be out there. You know that they said that oh God, don't get me started, little baby. Dear God.
Who are the
But
apes? Qs.
they said on the 17th, these very same people said they're planning another rally in DC on the 17th.
And then this Oompa Loompa gonna go and tweet. He managed to get that word out that he will not be at the inauguration on the 20th.
We don't care.
But that was a dog whistle. That was a sign to say, go ahead, act crazy because I ain't gonna be there.
Tear that bitch up. That's basically what he said. Tear that bitch up.
Let them, let
The
them eat
Mankeys,
cake.
not Mankeys. You know what? I gotta use that. Oh, I'm stealing that from you, Todd. Ooh, Todd, let me know if you want to come up and talk with us. The Maggie, somebody's Founders Day is today. Oh, that's you, Todd. I'm gonna be nice, Todd. It's your Founders Day. Happy Founders Day to you, Todd. Okay. I know. Don't never say I even wore blue for you today. Okay. I know all your little stuff, y'all having y'all little Founders Day, y'all little bitty Founders Day, We'll let y'all have it, okay? That's real cute. Cause y'all tend to be disrespectful. See how the Kappas, we let y'all have a whole day to y'allself. We don't interrupt y'all. Y'all on our founders, they gonna have some Carver Day or whatever. Mind you, Carver wasn't even alive to accept membership into your organization when you gave it to him. But that's a whole nother situation. Don't get me started. I ain't gonna go down this road with you, Todd, because it's y'all founders day, and I love you, and I'm not gonna do this to you. Some of my best friends are not best friends, but some of my good friends are Sigmas. I sound like the racist white people who say some of my best friends are black. I have black friends. I have Sigma friends. Help us, Lord. Help us, Lord. I mean, at least y'all ain't do like AKAs and make a murderer an honorary member. Because Brandy's a murderer. Let's be clear.
Wait, am I the only one hearing that distortion every few seconds? Or every few minutes for a few seconds?
It might be me. I don't know if I need to go out and come back in.
No, don't do that. But I haven't watched one football game.
Child, they got the national championship game on Monday. I'm
Mm,
not racist. My friends are white.
I have white friends.
Let's be clear, black people can't be racist. We can be discriminatory, but we cannot be racist.
I don't know. I have to examine that.
The Brandy slander will not be tolerated on this day. I don't care about Brandy. I mean, she got a couple cute songs that I like here and there. She got a couple cute albums here and there. But let's be clear, she's a murderer.
Oh,
She murdered someone,
oh,
ran them down in cold blood,
mm-mm,
killed them.
mm-mm,
She just killed them. Killed
mm-mm.
them. She killed them.
Killed it.
Killed
Oh,
it them. She ain't killed them. She killed it them. Child, I finally got around to watching Chasing Atlanta. And why I cackled when Kendra said that hurted me. Whenever people say hurted, I be like,
look, I know my diction.
oh God.
I know my vocab is not where it should be. But child, listening to them sometimes, it's like, what? Like, what?
Be like, wait, what? Bitch, speak English.
That's why I said I would have to. You talking about black people, Mister? That's why I said I have to examine that, which said examination will probably take about 2 seconds. But
If it's the head hurted, child, it takes me out every time. Todd, let me know if you want to come up here. I will grant you the privilege of coming up here for your Founders Day. Lord, I'll be nice. Oh God, look who's back in the building. Now we got regulars coming back in the building. Child, we got regulars coming back. Hello, how
guess
are
who's
you,
at
child?
motherfucking house?
Good
With too
morning.
big to go bitty for your mouth.
Good morning. Good
That was my
morning.
jam. That remix of Heartbreakers,
Can you
that was
hear
my
me?
jam. Guess who's back in the motherfucking house with too big to go bitty for your mouth? Heartbreakers, McCarthy, sensation. Ah!
Good
Now guess who's
morning.
driving the 500 like yippee yi,
Yippee yay yay yay. Good morning,
yippee
Ty.
yo. Okay, y'all better get
Hey, what's up,
oh, cause the
Will?
rat no. Huh?
I was saying good morning. Or is it still morning? Good afternoon.
Yes.
It
It
could be
is.
Well,
good
it's
morning.
still.
Morning
It's,
with
No, it's afternoon.
good morning, Old Teddy.
Good morning.
Good morning, Shad.
not
How are you this morning, sir?
not Newport Lights.
She did cause Romeo to become blind in one eye. She showed it. Brandy is the agent and
Oh,
architect for a lot of violence because she almost took that boy whole eye out.
Okay, here I come.
And
Here
now
I
he's
come.
blind in that eye for the rest of eternity. She did that. She did that. Mm-hmm.
that bitch,
Hey,
that bitch is gangster. She got
hey
bodies on
now.
her belt.
Hello.
Child, Brandy is an armed and dangerous assassin. Okay, play around with her if you want
Not an assassin.
to. It's morning here in the Midwest, y'all. I know L Love. It's still morning there.
How you guys doing?
Joshua, keep it in your pants. Okay,
Hello,
calm
mister.
down. Lord God. Only y'all get to flirt with everybody. That's my job.
I'm looking. I'm trying to be respectful and
You know what? Because you are a
dignant.
whole ass whore
I'm
and
trying to
you are
be
being
dignant, but I'm like, wait, I don't know if I've seen this one before. Come on, face. Come on.
Probably. You never know.
But you know, I was. Did you saw the last episode of that's what that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, I took my notes. I haven't shot the video yet. When I'm done with this, I'm gonna do the video and I'm gonna put up my review. But I did watch it, and it was a snooze fest, and I can never get that hour and 36 minutes of my life back.
I am happy
And
that Wayne the Pain sort of stood up and gave the real tea, and he gave
I was there
people's.
for. I ain't gonna. No, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna wait till my review. I'll put it in my review. I'm gonna put it in my review. But hello to you, Mr. Pisces. What is on your mind? We never know what we're gonna talk about on these things. We just start talking, and sometimes we have a lot of content to talk about. Sometimes we don't. Now, what we're not gonna do is reduce conversation to you people flirting all day with Mr. Pisces. Now, when we go backstage and it's just me and Ty, then we can have all those conversations that we want. But we ain't gonna do this for public consumption with you people. We gonna wait till it's backstage and y'all ain't got to know about it. How about that? I
I
still
bet
love
get on the panel. Get on the panel now, y'all. Come on.
it. Where is Todd? I need to see where Todd at. Let me send him a oh, Ty, Ty, you looking at the private chat?
No.
Oh, he's not. We'll talk about this backstage after we get off for bringing us Mr. Pisces. Child, child.
No.
Hold on. What am I looking for?
No.
Anyway, so yeah, I asked you, Mr. Pisces, what's on your mind? What's going
So
on?
let me see what's in my mind. So many
You
things.
it's hard to hear. You got to speak into the mic.
Sorry, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. How about you, Ty? Can you hear me? Yes. Shad, can you guys hear me?
Come on, sound check.
Yeah, because you know how El Ted is. He like to gather the girls like that. And I don't want to be gathering in his channel in this silly Saturday.
Okay, now I want to know where you from.
Well, that's not matter. I'm from everywhere.
It's the international secret agent man. Secret
Yeah, they're
agent
saying they can
man.
hear you, but it's really low. Do you have a microphone on your headphones? Or are you using your
Um,
computer microphone?
no, I use my computer microphone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you might need
I
to
have.
talk into the
Wait,
microphone. That's the story of my life, talking into the microphone. Now, I'm
Mm.
not gonna tell you how the
tell me,
microphone is
how
down
about
my
now?
every now
Am
and
I?
again, but
Do I sound? Uh, how can I say? Higher?
louder a
Yes,
little,
yeah, louder.
a
You
little
Yes,
bit.
sound good. You
I
sound
think
God,
it's.
good. Ain't nothing
I
wrong
think.
with your volume. Ain't nothing wrong with your volume.
I think
there
it's
you go.
always from El Teddy part. It's never from other people. It's always El Teddy. I already told you yesterday, El Teddy. You need to leave Comcast.
Oh, shots fired. Yes, Pisces.
What's not gonna happen, sir, is you roll through on my channel. Do you know who I am? I am the one who
I'm
puts
glad
people
it ain't just
backstage,
me.
okay? I
Right.
shut shit down around here.
I know, I know, I
Anybody
know.
can take it off and push to the background. And I'll just have you back here dusted and singing in the background. Okay, you would not disrespect me
Oh,
on Mother's good birthday. God. Shouts out to Mother
Oh,
whose
shout
birthday is
shout
today.
out to James. Happy birthday, James. If you are in the bushes, I hope you see you tonight.
Yeah, we'll be on Mother's channel tonight acting the ass.
is that a French accent?
Uh,
Oh, it's like
it's a mix.
huh?
It's a mix.
It sound like the
Listen, I
Billy.
often break out into tongues when you reach the second hole. It often causes me to go into, other languages that I didn't even know I knew. But you gotta have a certain length to get there. And you got to know, oh, I'm sorry, I went down the road and I probably shouldn't have.
Come on, fam.
So anyway, what is on your mind, sir?
Um, about not about the political stuff because
Well, I
I'm
don't know
tired.
anything. We listen. We've covered all our topics. Now we just shooting the shit, and now we
because
just be it.
because
And this is
I'm
dangerous time. Once we get through all our topics and we shooting the shit, shit goes left. I blame Ty.
Oh, this is your channel. You're supposed to have control.
I do.
I blame
I
you,
I keeps control.
Ty.
sir.
Check, sir is in heaven. Amen to that. I'm still a young kid. Check your private check.
I don't know if Ty can check the private check. I think he on his phone.
No, I
No,
can't.
he's in the computer, but he's seeing the chat, regular
Oh, he
chat
can
on
check. Oh,
his
he's on the
phone.
private chat now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm. Well, I'm gonna just unlock the door. You just come on in.
Oh God, no. We gonna have a lot of fun on this backstage when we get backstage. God, in the after party, y'all know the after parties are always better than the actual party.
The after party. Oh, speaking in after party, are you a club kid? Are you guys are club kids or not really?
I'm too old for that.
Now you're too old for that. Come on. But for example,
Wait a minute. You will not, sir. That is your last warning. Get your life in order. You is over here trying to listen. I drag people all the time. Drag people all the time. Okay.
MVN. Have a
All
good
right,
day.
MVN, my love. Have a good day. And you just over here coming for my good throat.
no,
Mm.
no, no, no. Sorry,
Mm.
it's not my intention.
That might not be bad. Coming, throw. Mm.
Oh,
It's not my intention at all.
oh God.
Now, when you say club kid, what do you mean? Just someone that goes out, or you
Yeah,
talking about like? Oh, okay.
yeah.
Back
Someone
in the
that
day when
goes.
I was young, I did. I mean, when especially in your 20s and maybe
Yeah,
early
true.
30s. In your 20s, and it was necessary, especially when we were in our 20s, because the world was not as open and tolerant. And
Mm-hmm.
so it was one of the few
Competitive.
places where you could go and just be as open, as gay, or whatever you want to be at the club. You could go, you could be like Ty and hang in the bathroom stalls with your
Oh,
legs in the air, tooted and
oh,
booted. Okay.
wow.
Or if you
Wait, how you
frequent
gonna be tooted and booted with your?
clubs over in Europe, like some people, you just do it in the corner in front of everybody, or in a bathhouse brothel somewhere.
Is
Did you
that a
tell,
shot?
sir? When
Is
what?
that a is that a shot?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's not a shot. I'm asking you to
You better
tell. Do
duck.
tell.
You better duck, cause shots were
Mm,
fired.
no, I don't do streets. I don't do how do you say stalls, toilet? I don't do
Bathroom
this kind
stalls,
of. No, no, I don't. I don't
but you
see
do
the
the
hype.
corner of the club though, and the bathhouse.
No,
No bathhouse.
no.
Now you not gonna tell me that you stayed in the continent of Europe and you ain't go to nobody's bathhouse.
You you're not gonna make me spill my tea on the
Oh,
camera,
see
man.
now we'll wait till the after
Mhm.
party. Don't worry, we got you. We the after party. Let's talk about it. But you ain't gonna be out here trying to make me look like some common tawdry slut
No,
and
no, no,
making
no,
you
no,
seem like you all pious and holier than thou. No, we won't be doing that.
no. But
Now,
I
I
am.
can't claim to be
Uh,
holier than
like
anything.
you see.
I only
Uh,
say join the journey. I only see join the journey. You gotta
so
stand.
Yeah, stand. Oh, the journey going to the back. I
Right.
don't know what them little words say. I ain't
I
never got
can't
my
read the
glasses.
paper.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta stand up.
don't do that.
Why don't you stand up?
You're not
Because of
dressed.
with my top.
Oh,
Oh,
and
but you don't have
like
nothing on underneath.
no, I have like boxers.
come on, let's end this. Let's end this. Say bye to
Yeah,
the
let's go to the
people.
after party.
Right. We need to go up in that. Oh, stop
All
it.
this back and forth. Hey, Monk Chip Boo. What's good, my love?
Monk, monk.
Hello, Monchip. But no, of course, like when I was younger, because I'm not, well, I'm still young, but young
Ish.
in the heart, youngish. I'm young in the heart, like some folks here in the panel and even in the chat. But
Oh God.
but yeah, I used to do
Monk, monk.
clubs and all that stuff. You have to enjoy while you're like
Yeah, I
young.
enjoyed when I went out, I enjoyed it. It was a good time. A good time was had by all.
L,
Um,
thank you so much, L.
you know.
I wish you could. But anyway, yeah.
You just woke up from a long week. Listen, you know, Monk Chip, they be working you way too hard, so you deserve it. But we about to get off in a little bit, Monk Chip. But I know I'm gonna catch you tonight in Mother's Live because Mother's going live for his
Celebrate.
birthday, and we're gonna be over there doing what we do. I need to go buy a new bottle. Go
For
buy
what?
me a bottle or something. You know.
What kind of bottle?
Um, I might buy some Hendrix today.
Is that a whiskey, a
It's
gin?
gin. It's gin.
Gin? No, I can. I can do gin.
I drink gin.
Gin, gin, vodka, beer, or even how you call that shit? Wine. I can. It's
No, I can't do wine. I can't do champagne. I can't do beer. I could do
no.
hard
I
liquor.
like a good beer. Matter of fact, I'm about to go over to this brewing company restaurant in a little bit and sit down in there and have a beer and eat.
I
Are you
don't
guys?
even like the smell coming off of somebody else that has been who has been drinking beer.
I feel it. Yes, I can do. So, since you're touching in that subject, if you're like in the night in club or hanging with your friends at bar, and someone is hitting on you and got the strong, like it's a sense of beer, do you say, okay, no, back up, like go away, or you try to engage? If it's like the type of guy you like, but he got that beer smell or wine smell or whatever.
If I'm at the club, honestly, I'm probably drunk myself. So I probably am not even going to notice.
Not as
I'm not
critical.
gonna lie to you. I would
Mhm.
go to the club and I knew in order for me to tolerate some of the girls, I needed to make a beeline for the bar as soon as I got there and have a shot or two just to make my temperament, you know, low enough to deal with some of the girls that were gonna be at the club. So if he came over there and had beer breath, I probably didn't notice because I was already pre-gaming before I left the house. I was pre-gaming and getting me myself drunk before I left the house. Got to the club, had a shot, and then had a drink that I was gonna have in my hand the whole time.
Not
And
a Budweiser.
I probably didn't notice
I can.
because I'm sure I've had many men, many men that came up to me in the club and probably smelled reeked of all types of beer, alcohol in there. I used to look for some of the guys in the club sometimes that wouldn't get like a regular drink, but they'll get like a Corona or a Heineken.
Mm.
That was cute to me. Like it, I don't know. I was young and dumb and stupid back then, but it kind of gave me more boy. And so sometimes you had girls that didn't even drink beer, but they would do that because made them kind of look more masculine because they
Yeah.
wasn't out there drinking the sex on the beach. They was drinking a Heineken or a
Hmm.
Corona or something, and it gave that more masculine vibe. So I was like, okay. So I know I did.
I remember going to a bar with some of my coworkers, and standing up against the wall with the holding the Heineken. I mean, holding the what you call it, the Corona, holding the
Hmm.
Corona by the neck, trying to give Trey,
Yeah, I'm telling you, the beer gives boy.
especially Jamaicans. Like a lot of Jamaicans, they do those Guinness stouts and all those skinny neck
Hmm.
um,
No, and then I
drink
had a friend.
Coronas.
Hey, Ty, I had a friend that used to do this. They used to take the bottle
Oh.
and then they would act like they were drinking every now and again. You know how you say you
Mm-hmm.
put your two fingers around the neck part and you go like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
put it to your lips. Mind you, they ain't drank a drop of it. And so I told my friend, I said, that
That shit
shit
ain't
be up here
new.
the whole night. How the fuck is you
You done
drinking
took 50
this shit?
nods
Who's
and that shit ain't
falling for
moved.
this?
I would be that one. I would be that one, especially if
You
beer
know,
was the only thing, the only option. I'd be like, ugh.
because you do have some of those ratchet clubs that don't have liquor license, so all they can sell is beer and wine. And you that's your only option.
Ooh.
Mm-mm. Look at him. So tell, when you was younger, when you used to go out, are you looking for trade or regular gay boys?
Me, it was probably more trade I was looking for.
How about you, El Teddy?
What was the question?
When you was younger, when you used to go to the clubs, what type of men you used like
What type of men
to
did you used to look for?
regular gay boys? Like for example, like you, Ty, because I don't have time for trade.
Oh, is it time to go back to? Let's go
I'm
to the.
trade. I'm trade. Hold on, because I'm
You
trade.
nobody's trade, sir. You're
I'm
not doing.
trade.
Yeah, nobody's trade anymore.
I'm trade.
He never was anymore. Hey, Boogie L.
I'm trade.
But it depended for me. Sometimes it just depended on how I felt. Sometimes I would look for trade. Sometimes I would look for a gay boy. It just depended on the vibe of the person. I wasn't specifically looking for a specific. It was just for me. It's always the individual for me.
Oh, okay, okay, gotcha, gotcha. They have to have that for you to be like interested in them.
No, I don't like
No.
guys who me. I can pick up on a vibe, but I don't. I like guys who are quiet. I don't like guys who are loud, gregarious, outspoken. I don't need all that. I'm enough of that. I need you to be quiet. Nobody's noticing you. You way in the background,
Okay,
and
okay.
you are not seen. And you just. I go for quiet types. I don't need all that loud stuff. Mm-mm. Right. This turned into a whole interview. What
Oh,
about you,
sorry,
sir?
sorry.
How about
No,
listen?
not Jamaican. I'm not Jamaican.
When you are having sex, sir, do you
Sorry.
get the push off or the pull in?
What? What? What?
When you heard me, your face, nothing wrong with your headphones now, sir. Okay. When you are having sex,
Yes.
do you get the push off or the pull in? Meaning, do the guys that you are digging out
Hmm.
push you off or do they pull you in?
Pull you in and push you off, depending on the person that I'm being like involved.
He
But
trying
I'm
to ask
having
you. He trying to ask you how big is your meat?
I
no.
did not ask that. I did not ask that. I did not. But since
Because
we're
if
here,
I got to push you off, that means you got too much. And if I'm pulling you in, it's because I barely feel it.
Yeah,
but you
but
know what, Ty? You're
y-
right in a sense. I do both. At
yeah, you're
first,
right.
if it's really, really, really big,
Mm.
if I will push off at first, but then once I get used to it, it's the pull in. Once
But
I
isn't
kind
it?
of get comfortable, at first it's the push off. Wait, hold on. But then once I get used to it and settled in, it's the pull you in. And yes, please go
But
ahead.
I had somebody pull me in
Yes, Joshua.
recently, which is why I'm probably filled with Rona. But but I don't like because it's a sign of like Look, I ain't blessed. So I don't need you to make me feel any more insecure about what's going on. So if you start pulling me in, I'm thinking, oh, I don't have enough for this motherfucker. I'm not big enough. I can't satisfy them. So I'm just like, oh, this is some thirsty, wide booty ass,
Why they gotta be wide booty?
Yeah,
loose
probably
booty.
they are just enjoying the moment and they are
Right.
feeling.
There's a certain sensual grabbing that I'm okay with, but if you just like grabbing my waist and trying to pull me in like I'm not doing enough, then I'm just like, ugh. I don't mind being touched and grabbed and caressed and all of that and pull me closer and all of that. But if you just pulling my waist like, give me more, I'm just
Wait,
like,
no, you
ugh.
don't pull the way you pull on the butt cheeks. You take the butt cheeks, you cup the butt cheeks, you pull them in that way. That's how you do it. It's the
Yeah.
butt cheeks.
But
If
still,
they pull the waist
if I
in,
feel
that's a problem.
if
But
I
it's the
feel
butt
you
cheeks.
pulling me too
Cup the
much and
butt cheeks.
you're throwing me off of my
Now, if you
pattern.
know what you're doing, not only will you cup the butt cheeks, but you can try them and slide a little fingertip
Oh,
in the
don't do that. That's
while you cupping the
don't do
butt
it.
cheeks. You gotta
Don't do
listen.
that.
Nothing now. You find out real fast if somebody's a real top. Because if they're a real top, they're gonna be like, "Nah, don't do that." But if they not, they gonna
Uh,
let they be in the heat of the moment. They let you play around with the booty hole a little bit.
no,
You
don't
know?
do that because
No, if you say, go ahead, go.
this will break the moment for me when certain things like that, for example, that you were saying, start to happen. My my brain stop focus what I'm doing, and I get in shut moment, and I'm like, no, let's stop. If I start like fingers coming down in certain areas that I don't like,
That's how they coming down.
yeah, like
He does. He does.
Yes,
I don't know. It
I
depends.
do.
But to respond, Teddy question, yeah, I like both. Coming, like pulling in and pulling out, because I feel like the person is enjoying and he want me to give more, and and then my brain start working like, okay, he want me to give more, so I will have to give you all I got and a little bit more. Will be mm, mm, something.
Look, I'm 44. I'm getting up
Uh,
there.
you're young.
If
Ty,
I'm
stop
giving
lying to these people. Ty, you are 62. Stop
if I'm giving you what I got, take what the fuck I
giving
got.
you the best that I got.
Take what the fuck I got. Like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Okay.
Now, I
If
would
you guys,
say
yeah.
I I have been known as a size queen, and I didn't start off that way. It's only because my first boyfriend was still to this day probably the biggest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh
But
wow.
that's what I learned with, and so because that's what I
Yeah.
learned to
Hmm.
do all of my acrobatic feats in bed with, it
Hmm.
it kind of made it where that's what I
So basically, you used to do Cirque du Soleil, right?
when what?
You used to do Circus du Soleil, like all that acrobatic
Yes,
shit, and
yes.
Contortionist.
yes.
Hold on, y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, contortionist with no inner walls, capable of doing things no man has ever done before. Wow, everybody on mute. Keep it cute. Girl, what girl say that? Bring them, please. Yeah.
Well, Joshua is spilling the tea over there in the chat.
What girl said that? Sure.
Well, give me just a sec.
When he was sleeping in the bed with me, I ratched around and grabbed it. Ain't nothing there.
You're so shady.
I ratched around. He was asleep. I was like, let me see. if what the girls say is true. And I was like, oh no, child, no. They don't lie. May I ask how old you are, Mr. Pisces?
I'll tell you in private chat.
Okay. I'm gonna just tell everybody next week.
What was that, Josh, that you got to say about me? Now, if these are things that you want to know, then you need to hit me up in my DMs. But don't come empty-handed. Don't come to the DMs empty-handed. Annie, like mother would say, Annie, don't come empty-handed. Have something to share.
But
That's what we do.
So, are you dating
What
or
did I
are
miss
you in
while
a
I was gone? What
relationship?
did you say? Oh, hold on.
yes,
You're
What did I
dating?
miss while I was gone?
yes, sorry.
I was dispelling that rumor that the girls were saying about you.
Listen, he can find out. Miss Easy found out.
Why,
Yes, she's a power verse.
what?
Muscle butt. Y'all are in true. See, this is where we get off. Let's go to the after party. Can I get some shondos in the chat as we get ready to go to the after party? After the show, there's after party and after party.
I'm putting baby oil on my ass right now.
Well, then you'll never find out, will you, Joshua? I'll never tell. I'll never tell. Even though there's an alleged video of me doing a review and getting up and walking away from that review that Terrence keeps talking about, say, "Oh, I saw it." Tell Teddy, I saw. I was like, Terrence, what are you
There's other videos out there.
Doing
talking?
what? No.
Like to hear it? Here it go.
But anyway, Shondo's
Yo,
around. When we get ready to go to the after party, y'all know I always say I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank y'all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for always loving me and loving on me as well.
hmm
Thank you to each and every one of you that sent the cash app and or super chat today. It is much obliged and much appreciated. Ty,
Yes.
it's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a feeling growing inside. And when you wake up,
Hold on.
you say, it's time to make a snappy new day. It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling. Feeling you know that I'll be back when the day is new and I'll have more ideas for you. You'll have things you'd like to talk about. I will do. Why are we nice to time? Why are we nice to him? Anything you want to say to the people, Mr. Pisces, before we go to the after party?
uh, you in this after party. It's almost lunchtime. What after party are you talking
It's a
Just stay
brunch.
right there. Stay right there. Just stay right
about?
there. Focus, focus, sir. Focus. Todd, would
I'm
you like to say
focused.
anything to the
No.
people?
Thank you for having
Thank you
me.
for inviting me on, and everyone in the chat who encouraged me to come on because I wasn't feeling well. Thank you, L, for your beautiful donation, and I wish everyone have a
Oh,
beautiful day.
I don't know about that, love, but thank you. I take that as a compliment.
What L say?